Hey YouTube, it's Rebecca. We are at 30 weeks. I'm actually 30 weeks and 2 days today. I got a little bit behind because of all the extra stuff that I'm doing around the house and, well, a little bit of behavior issues, teething, and having trouble going to sleep the kids having trouble going to sleep at night. So it's been hard for me to come in here because I have to do my videos at night because I don't have anyone on the weekends like I did with David to kind of watch the kids or whatever if he was able to watch them. So yeah, it's been a little rough, but we are getting into a routine and it's starting to work itself out. Tonight was a little bit better night. That's why I'm able to make this video. Thank goodness. So yeah, we're at week 30 and I have a lot to talk about. I had my high-risk appointment and my OB appointment this past week, and my OB appointment was actually first. It was on Monday, and I did ask about something for indigestion, and she suggested that I use Zantac, 75 milligrams of Zantac before she would prescribe anything to me to see if it worked. I haven't been able to get it. I did go to Target that same day or the next day, I can't remember which it was, and I just completely forgot. But the indigestion hasn't been as bad as it was before, so Tums has been working. Then I had my high-risk appointment, and it seems like everything is better. I have no shortening of my cervix. They're not worried about it at all. There was no opening, no unzipping, whatever they call it, of the cervix. There was nothing. It was perfectly fine. So I now feel very confident and comfortable with my decision to stop the shots. So they measured the baby. They didn't measure his length. His legs are above his head. I don't know, I mentioned this in a couple of videos before, how he likes to just fold himself. Like, here's his head, and he takes his legs and puts them up here, and that's just how he lays. So they didn't get a length on him, but they did get his weight, and he is 3 pounds 10 ounces. I was really surprised. I mean, I was surprised that the baby would weigh that much, because I think I was a couple days before I was 30 weeks. It was on a Tuesday, so I was 29 weeks and 5 days. So I was really surprised. My glucose test came back fine, so I don't have gestational diabetes, so I guess the baby isn't large because of that. But I mean, he's in the 75th percentile is what the ultrasound tech said. So we have a big baby. Now I'm starting to get scared if I do go for full term, which I would rather go full term. I'm getting scared that the baby is going to be like super large. So anyway, you know, an 8-pound baby, I don't know, that sounds scary. My oldest daughter was 1 ounce under 7 pounds, and Mia was, and then Amelia was 5 pounds 4 ounces. So I'm just not looking forward to anything larger than that. But it seems like we might have a bigger baby on our hands. Anyway, so that was that. I have been getting extremely exhausted. I know I mentioned this the last 2 videos, but I've been reading that that's pretty normal around this time when you get back, when you get into the 3rd trimester, you kind of revert back to when you were in the 1st trimester, just being tired all the time. So that's been hard. I have not been able to get naps. My youngest daughter, I mentioned that we've been having some behavioral issues with her. I sit down with her and I talk to her about it after she's put in timeout, and she tells me basically, you know, she can't help it and that she's sad that her daddy's gone. So she's 4. I'm not sure if she can manipulate. I don't know exactly what it is. I know that she knows that I have been giving her a little bit more leeway because I know that she's very sad. I can tell that she's sad that he's gone. She asks me all the time when he's coming home. She talks about her daddy all the time. She loves it when we FaceTime pretty much every day. There have been days where he's been really busy and he hasn't been able to do it. Which one of the things that he did, I'm going to put in the deployment video that I have not made yet, but I know all the little things that I'm going to hit on to talk about. It's pretty interesting, actually. So, yeah, so she's really kind of taken it, I don't want to say hard, because I think it's pretty normal at first to be very upset about it and to kind of get used to the idea of what's going on. So, you know, I don't think she's taking it hard. I think that she's really sad about it, which is pretty much where most of the kids should be when a parent leaves. You know, deployment or whatever it is, that they have to be gone for months and months at a time. So that's that. And then there's Amelia, who has been, she's getting 4 teeth in, and what I was going to say was Mia is coming in every time I put Amelia down for a nap. I think mostly for attention, because she knows that I'm going to pay attention to her when she comes in when I'm trying to put her sister to sleep. So I haven't been able to nap. I haven't been able to get any rest. So it kind of makes me even more tired at night when I get them in bed so late. And then Amelia's getting the 4 teeth in, and she wakes up constantly in the middle of the night. I've just been basically spending half of my night in my bed and then the other half in her bed, because I'm just so extremely exhausted I can't even get up and walk to my bedroom when she does finally fall asleep. Anyway, so that's that. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting bigger. Everything is just, I kind of feel like, I know my milk hasn't come in yet, but it feels heavy and kind of like right before you if you've never had a baby before, you probably don't recognize the feeling, but since I've had 2, I kind of am more, I can kind of tell when the change starts. I don't know if it's like the milk glands are swelling or what it is, but I can just feel a difference in my breast. And it feels like right before I had the girls, like a few weeks before I had the girls. I am getting a little bit anxious about having the baby right now, because I did hit 30 weeks, which is just, I believe, weeks away from having the baby, because I had my first daughter at 36 weeks and 4 days. I had my second daughter at 35 weeks and 4 days. And I feel like, for pattern's sake, that I'm going to have my son at 34 weeks and 4 days. So I'm kind of freaking out a little. I've been staying awake at night with insomnia. Could be like if I'm here in my bed just trying to fall asleep with all the things that have been going on, you know, just stressing about it. Could be that, but another thing that is really bothering me right now is that Dave's gone. And I do have people that I'm going to call, and they're going to, you know, do whatever they need to do to watch Mia and Amelia for however long I have to go in the hospital. And I know that. It's just that it's completely out of my control. I'm not going to know what the girls are doing. I'm not going to have any control over, you know, their bedtime routine. I don't want to be too picky about it. We do have a very regimented bedtime routine, but I'm anxious about telling somebody, you know, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way, you gotta put them to bed this way, because these people are doing such a big favor for me by taking care of my kids while I'm in the hospital. And I do plan to be in the hospital at least 4 days. I was in the hospital 4 days with each of my other 2 daughters because they were born early. So, 4 days away from both of my daughters without my husband. With Mia, my husband went back and forth. He brought my daughter. We had one friend watch our daughter overnight while I had the baby. Dave spent the night with me that night while I had my second daughter, and then he took care of her the rest of the time, and he would just bring her to the hospital, you know, meet the baby, spend time with mommy, and then they would go home. So this time, for that length of time, they're going to be with other people, and just, I don't know, it breaks my heart, it makes me anxious. It's, their dad has left, and now I'm going to be gone all of a sudden. I know that my 21-month-old, she'll be close to 2. I'm thinking September is when I'm going to have the baby. She'll be a couple months away from being 2 years old, but she is not going to understand. Mommy's going to have a baby. She doesn't understand Daddy's deployed. All that she knows is Mommy's gone, Daddy's been gone, I'm with these strange people. Not strange because she knows them, but she's not going to understand. So it's really been getting to me, and it's keeping me up at night. So yeah, that's all the stuff that's been going on. So that's a lot. Anyway, so I guess what I'm going to do, let's see, do I have anything coming up? I don't have, okay, so my video cut off. Isn't that nice? What I was going to say was, let me adjust this a little bit. I don't have another high-risk appointment until August, the end of August or something. We're going to 4 weeks, and all they're going to do is take measurements on the baby, and that's it. No cervical length check or anything, because of course in 4 weeks I'm going to be, I think at the time it's going to be right before I'm 34 weeks. So that's that. And then my OB appointment, I'm doing every 2 weeks now, so I have that in 2 weeks. So anyway, for next week I won't have any appointments to talk about, but I will be putting 2 videos on I'll be putting this video on for you guys tonight, which is Saturday night, and I'm sure it's Saturday night. I know I always get the days and nights mixed up. I don't know when it is, ever. But anyway, so I'll get this video on tonight, and then I have the deployment video that's coming up that I'm going to be, it's probably going to take me a couple days to actually put it video it and then put it on, because I'll probably have to do it in increments of time, since my daughters are just kind of having trouble. Well, my oldest daughter isn't, but my youngest daughter is having trouble staying asleep at night. So let me show you my belly. This is, adjust this. This is the 30-week belly. Which I'm like, what? It feels so big. I don't know. Anyway. There's the belly button, which the belly button, like, it was popping out a lot right here. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like veins. It is crazy. But anyway, it was popping out a lot, and then it rounded off, and now it's popping back out. So that is the 30-week belly, and that's it. That's everything that's been going on. So hope you guys I didn't bore you guys too much with a little of non-pregnancy things, but they are things. The things that I talked about are things that are going on and that are not affecting the pregnancy, but it's definitely affecting the emotions along with the pregnancy and everything else. So look out for the deployment video, and I will talk to you guys. I'll probably get that on the beginning of this next week coming up, Monday, Tuesday-ish. If I can get it done tomorrow, I'll put it on tomorrow, but I doubt it. I think I'm going to have to do it in little increments of time. So anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you for the deployment video. Bye, guys.